Hello everyone, welcome to the live stream. Your host Tim is here. Today we have a very special session because today we are having Q&A, which stands for questions and answers, or your questions answered. Our team has been scouting the internet for interesting questions about BLUETTI products. So we scanned our Facebook, Instagram, everything, and we found the best questions. And well, our team found the best questions. I wrote an answers for them, okay? And I made a decision not to be looking at the script because that would be a bit too boring. A bit too boring. Okay. I want to say hi to Perry, Albert, and Glenn, and T-Bar, and Waveform Science. There we go. Joanna, James, and Ryan, and Mike, and Len, and Christopher, and everyone else. Okay, guys, welcome to the live stream. Press the like button, make it blue, like BLUETTI. And also hi to Mark and Beth from Facebook, from Canada. Beth, Mark is not telling us where he's from. We didn't ask. Anyway, so let's get started. I am very excited because it's gonna make me feel like, like those kind of videos on YouTube. Jackie Chan answers 10 questions, right? And like they're typing on Twitter as he's saying that. So not Jackie Chan, look a bit different. Don't know Kung Fu, but I surely will answer those questions. Okay, Brazil is here, Gleason. Okay, Brazil is here. We can officially start. Okay, so John says, how about what the 81 smart panel for the Apex 300 will be available? Oh, when? Right. That's a good question. Okay, and yeah, I don't have the date off the top of my head, so we'll have to double check on that. So, Maggie, when will the 81 smart panel be available? Could you please ask our, I don't know, product manager, logistics team? 81, okay? 81 for 300 for Apex 300. Okay, hi Tim. Hi William, welcome to the live stream. Good to see you guys. Dustin the Dragon here. If you haven't seen the coin, if you haven't seen the coin yet, I'll show you. This is a gift from Sebastian, very near and dear to our heart. Tim knows Timfu. That's true. Okay, so let's get started. I am excited, really. You know, like people say they're excited, they actually not. I am actually excited for this, so bring the questions in. But before we begin, the usual announcement. So, Maggie, what are the giveaways for a day? I have no idea what this gesture means. Weird. Okay, so Maggie, what are the giveaways for today? Starting with giveaway number 1.
Giveaway number 1 is 1,000 BLUETTI bucks for 2 people.
1,000?
Yeah, 1,000.
Okay, 1,000 BLUETTI bucks for 2 people. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. That's it.
Also, giveaway number 2 is 2,000 BLUETTI bucks for 2 people also.
Okay.
And for those questions which were selected, and for these participants, we will have everyone will have like 1,000 BLUETTI bucks, and 2 people which will have 3,000 BLUETTI bucks, and 1 person will have Elite 30 V2.
Wow! Did someone say Elite 30 V2?
Yeah, that's me.
There we go. Okay, there we go. All right. So the first question: what do I need to keep my essentials running during a power outage? A. Elite 30. B. Elite 100. C. Apex 300. And D. Apex 300 with 6 batteries. Okay, I remind you guys that you have an option to call friend or help of the audience. Okay, so yeah, what is your answer? So when you don't know how to answer a question in general, you just want to kind of break it down a little bit, right? So what do I need to keep my essentials running during power outage? And we of course all know the word. Last thing you want to hear is it depends. Oh my God, seriously? Just say it's relative, okay? So I don't want to say it depends. So let me answer this question like a pro. What do I need to keep my essentials running during power outage? First of all, we need to know two variables. Number one is, what are your essentials? Okay, are we talking about a fridge, a freezer? These are essential. Or are we also talking about desktop computers, Wi-Fi routers, CPAP machines possibly? Okay, so we have to identify our essentials. And we also have to know approximately how long is the power outage, how many hours. Is it gonna be an hour power outage, 2-hour power outage, or more like, a 6-hour power outage? So how long is the power outage? With the essentials, with your essentials, essential electronics, right? We just don't have to be too specific, just an approximate number. And then we would have to add their wattage. So each device, outputs a certain amount of power, certain amount of watts. So how many watts in total? Maybe 5,000 watts altogether, right? So in this case, all we have to do is take this wattage, okay, combined, and divide it by the battery capacity, okay, of the battery. And then we'll have a rough estimate of how long you can run those devices. So what do I need to keep my essentials running? You certainly need a BLUETTI power station, okay? Which power station would you need? I would recommend going for Apex 300, because just Apex 300 alone has over 2.7 kilowatt hours of battery capacity in one unit, and you can always expand from there seamlessly by adding more batteries. So one Apex 300, and then keep adding as you need more power. Okay, there we go. Okay, all right.
Too many questions.
Yeah, too many questions. My essentials are refrigeration, internet stuff, coffee maker, and garage and its door. Exactly. So you can just Google like what is the output of a normal coffee maker or something, or alternatively, you can take a look at the, usually a sticker on the coffee maker. It has to state wattage, okay? Or you can ask the seller on Amazon or wherever you bought it, right? So you better know your numbers, right? Because those numbers are going to be a bit different for you, right? Okay, question from James. Will the B300K be the only battery manufactured for the Apex 300? So I will tell you up front that our boss of the company, first of all, it's not me, okay? I know you were kidding, but some of you were not. It's not me, all right? It's pretty obvious by now, number one. Number two, he does not have a habit of calling me and informing me what is going on. So unfortunately, guys, I don't have any early bird information on that. So Apex 300, AC500, and AC300, or is there another battery currently in development that would eventually replace the B300K? So for now, it's the only battery. My educated guess is that another battery is coming, okay? I bet the B300K will be around for a while. Okay, see, Waveform says has another guess. So it's really hard to say. I really don't know. Do you have a problem with B300K? Just kidding. Yeah, what would you like to improve, to be improved for B300K? Let us know in the comments. I feel like B300K is a great battery, and it's very cost effective for you guys, and it's very energy dense. So yeah. Okay, let's see. All right. I had a 6-day power outage. Oh my God, 6-day power outage. And survived with 2 BLUETTI power stations charging my freezer, modem, phone, phone and laptops, plus lights. Need the Apex 300. Really needed a solar panel. Okay, this is real user experience from a 6-day, almost a week power outage, which is a long power outage, okay? I don't see a larger capacity and heavier battery coming unless for planned fixed install. Right. So again, I really don't know if another battery is coming. As far as I know, no new battery is coming. If you have anything you would like to be improved for B300K, let us know in the comments. I'm very curious. Maybe you would like more outputs on that battery. since before we would have a 12-volt and amp car power socket, USB-C, USB-A, now we only have USB-A. It brought the cost down too. So, Tim, it all depends on how many devices will be connected during the power outage. Absolutely right, Louis. You can't be more right than that. So, how many devices are connected during a power outage, and also how many hours is the power outage? I've been watching the streams for years, and how come you never talk about the EP series, says NonSlim1. Yeah, EP series, EP500, EP500 Pro, and oh, that was a good. And also the bigger one, energy storage systems, like EP 800, 900, right? For different countries, the names may be different. So, yeah, EP series is kind of obvious. So this is for serious home backup, okay? But I would still recommend Apex 300 now because it's a plug and play and it's easily expandable. Louis says, I have AC180 for TV, refrigerator, and light. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay. Question from Dustin the Dragonfire. What makes it a better power station than your others? Don't say more power because all it's adding more batteries and programming a BMS. What makes it a better power station than your others? Okay, so I assume you already think our power stations are great, which I agree with. The real difference of the Apex 300 is the ability to use 120 or 240 volts, okay? Whenever you want, with just one simple switch right here. Jackie, let's show them. Okay, Jackie just woke up. Wait a little bit, wait a second. Okay, so one switch right here, 120 to 240 volts. Plus, let's not take it for granted that we can easily connect more batteries to this unit, okay? And it's plug and play. It requires zero installation, zero permits, zero labor fees. So how cool is that? And then on this side, rubber feet, never easy. Okay, so on this side we have our EV charging. Okay, so if you guys drive a Tesla or any other electric vehicle like BYD, you can charge it from here. Okay, here we have a 30 amp also input and out. This one is output only. This one is input and output, bidirectional, and this one is also an output 50 amp for big RVs. There we go. So we have 3 big ports right there on the right side. Okay, Don is saying, I'm looking for a good power source for an off-road trailer fridge. Okay, for off-road trailer fridge, some lights under, okay, intent. Charge possibly, charge a drone and cell phones, possibly with a solar panel. Okay. All right, this is a good setup. Road trailer, fridge, some lights under. I would probably go for something that is potentially expandable. Okay, it all depends on your setup, how movable, how portable you want it to be. If you feel like 2 kilowatt hours of battery capacity will be enough, then obviously it's LD200 V2. If you need something more expandable, that's going to be AC200L. Okay, there we go. I'm a bit late. How many outlets does it offer? So this one in particular offers 4 wall outlets up front and also 3 big outlets here on the right side. We have one for EV, for electric vehicle. And by the way, it's bi-directional, meaning you can charge your EV, like your Tesla, from this power station. And also you can charge your power station from your electric vehicle. Okay, Tim, can the batteries be charged separately? Example, via solar panel or 110 volts. The batteries can be charged separately. If you're talking about the extra batteries, they on their own don't have any solar input. So the only way to charge them is from the main unit. Okay, all right. Gotta go LD200 V2 unless you can take the heavyweight contender in the Apex 300. Okay, and Wait from Science says it's not going to be enough. Hi everyone, especially Tim and the BLUETTI livestream team, says William. Hi William, how's it going? Welcome to the livestream. Okay, I think we can move on to the next question, right? There we go. Yeah. And is it time for the giveaway? Yeah. Okay, it's time for the giveaway, guys. It's time for the giveaway. Let's go. So Maggie, what is it going to be?
Well, something wrong with the wheel. So
Hansford 2 is just perfect for that, says Edward. Okay, just enough juice, just enough water just under the seats. Fits under the seats. Yeah, true. Hansford 2 is a beast. Okay, so yeah, what do you want to do? A screenshot?
I'm trying to fix it.
Okay.
So we can move on to the...
All right, so we'll do a giveaway a bit later because we're fixing the wheel of names. What unique Apex 300 features do most people not know about? Do we get an answer for this one? You asked the team, right? Because this question is a bit ambiguous. I mean, it's just another way to say I don't know. Let's see. All right. So here's the answer, okay? Okay. Extreme weather alert. The unit will prepare to store... Okay, this is just like a quick background. When we first heard this in a meeting, many people were laughing. I was among them. Like, really? It will prepare when the weather is bad? So, extreme weather alert. But it's true. It's now official. The unit, or the units, will self-prepare to store energy if extreme weather conditions are detected. It will be preparing for potential power outage. Storm mode. It's just way from science. Yeah. Okay. Number 2. This is number 1. Feature number 1. Number 2. 12 kilowatt bypass. This is what I always forget to mention. 12 kilowatts. 12,000 watts bypass. What's that? By as in BY, not as BI, by. Okay, bypass. Plug in 50 amp charging cable. Apex 300 will be able to act as a transformer. I'll be back. That was the Terminator, but okay, that's close. Apex 300 will be able to act as a transformer to power hungry appliance with grid power. Up to 12 kilowatts in bypass mode. This setup will power large appliances with grid power and during outage. No need to manually switch to backup power. Okay, Apex 300 will do it by itself. Note, without grid power, each Apex 300 is able to output 3,840 watts of power in a powerlifting mode, I guess. Feature number 3 that many people, including myself, don't know about. Charge and discharge with 120 volts or 240 volts, however you like. For example, you can charge with 120 volt while powering 240 volt appliances. Okay. Feature number 4. Solar input is limited to 60 volt MPPT, but you can plug solar panels directly to Apex 300 via XT60 ports while connected to Solar X4K solar charge controller to max out solar input for up to 6,400 watts for each Apex 300. Okay. And number 5 is with Apex 300 power station itself, with AC output turned on for power standby, its low power consumption will allow it to last for 5.5 days in standby mode. Do you get it? So we all know that all electronics consume some power just for themselves, just to be on, just to be running, right? Example, right? Unlock your phone screen and put it on the desk, and you come back to it. You will notice the battery, went down a little bit or a lot. Depends on how efficient your phone is and on your settings. Same thing here. When you just turn it on, it will be using power for itself. Apex 300 is different because it has a very low power consumption. So let's say that you turn AC inverter on, which is the only inverter we have on this unit, right? In this condition, we'll be able to stay there for 5.5 days, which is really good. Okay, Do the solar panels work with the all units? All right, let me answer this one and then give away.
Okay.
Do the solar panels work with all units? Yes, solar panels all work with all units. However, it depends on a model of a solar panel. So there are different models of solar panels, okay? And one and the only important metric is the voltage, or open circuit voltage, VOC for short. So why? Because each power station has a voltage limit, okay? If you go below this limit, the power station will not feel any solar input. If you go over this limit, it's bad. You will be burning cables, you'll be harming the power station, it's dangerous. So don't go over the voltage limit. So you want to check the upper voltage limit on your power station, and you want to get as close as you can, but not over, okay? So leave some leeway for yourself there. So for example, PV200D or S, whatever it's called right now, portable solar panel, the open circuit voltage of that one is around 26 volts. So this one is compatible with pretty much every power station from BLUETTI, okay? And if you want to have more solar input, just connect multiple solar panels together in series and then connect them all to the power station. Okay, right. So let's go, guys. It's time for the first giveaway.
Yeah.
Let's get started. All right, Maggie, what is the first giveaway?
1,000 BLUETTI.
1,000 BLUETTI bucks.
Yeah.
Okay. Will a BLUETTI solar panel work on competitors' power station? We'll talk about that in a moment. Please remind me about this. Okay, nice. How many people do we have on the wheel of names?
50 people.
50. Okay, great. Let's go for it. 5-second countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, I see you guys' questions, and I'll respond to them. Okay, we have our first winner. Toby Collins. Toby Collins, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Okay, Toby Collins, congratulations. You just won 1,000 BLUETTI bucks. Okay, we have one more winner.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Go.
We have so many questions. I am surprised.
Yeah, me
I am
too.
really surprised. Okay, but I like it because it gives me something to talk about. All right, so all right. Let's see who wins. And it's gonna be Carl Ricana. Carl Ricana, congratulations.
Yay, congratulations.
There we go. Dear winners, remember to email us to livestream@bluetti.com. Livestream@bluetti.com. Send us your delivery address. Oh, sorry, don't. Send us your BLUETTI account.
Yeah.
Only email. Don't send us your password, okay? Nobody does, but don't. Okay, send us your BLUETTI's account email so we can deposit the 1,000 BLUETTI bucks you won to your guys' accounts, okay? So congratulations to the first round of winners. And Maggie, could you please go a little bit up and in the comments and check some earlier questions that are now already outside of my view side because we have too many comments.
Where were we?
All right, let me see. A little bit down, I guess. A little bit down. Yeah, okay, here. So, number one question was, will BLUETTI solar panels work on competitor power stations? Okay, so answering this question. To figure this out, all you have to do, I have a question. Do you guys hear me okay? Or it may be that two microphones are not picking up my voice, okay? Because I see two bars moving there. So maybe you can turn your microphone off because I feel like two mics are picking up my voice.
Okay.
I mean, anyway, so, okay, answering a question about whether our solar panels work with third-party power stations. First of all, what are third-party power stations? Just kidding. Okay, second of all we have to do is to look at the connectors, okay? Many brands are making their power stations not usable with other solar panels other than their own solar panels. Okay, we all know those big names, and there is zero judgment here because it's their products and they are entitled to do whatever they want. BLUETTI doesn't do this. BLUETTI doesn't build a walled garden, so we want to give you flexibility when it comes in using any solar panel. So for our power stations, you can use pretty much any solar panels. And why? Well, because we use just standard connectors. Standard, the most universal and the best ones, MC4 connectors on our solar panels. So this is how you connect your solar panel to your power station. We have one cable for the power station, and we have one cable built in. So it's kind of like just glued or mounted to the solar panel. So for our power stations, you can use them with pretty much any solar panels out there, any standard solar panels. Can you use our solar panels with competitors? It depends. It depends. You have to check if they accept MC4 connection, okay? And on the other side, if it's, basically just MC4 connection. And I know that many competitors don't do this because they want you guys to use their own panels for that. Okay, next question was from Willem. What solar panel can work on an EB3A? Now that's an easy one. I like it. So for EB3A, the best fit is PV200 or whatever it is called right now, PV200D. Honestly, I don't keep up with the names. It's basically the same panel, just slightly different in design. Okay, and if you want to connect a couple of them in series, only connect the same model. So it's PV200, PV200, PV200D, PV200D to PV200D. Okay, so, and again, to give you a fishing rope, not a fish, all you have to do is just check the upper voltage on EV3A, which I forgot what it is. Yeah. The upper voltage on solar input, and then just choose a panel which is within this voltage. PV200 happens to be right there. Okay, any other questions? Let's see. James, Tim, welcome back. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see. All right, cheers from Italy. There we go. Buongiorno, come stai? Okay, so let's see. I think we had more questions, but audio is good. Okay, great. Will there be any new power stations coming in 2025? Asks Jamie. So yes, in fact, there are already 3 main new power stations. Okay, number 1 is fridge power. Fridge power is a power station specifically for your fridge. Now, guys who invented it don't like when I say it, so they're just like, no, it can also power other stuff. Yeah, it can. It has like normal wall outlets, so yes, it can. But hey, the cool thing about it is that it's made for your fridge. Everyone has a fridge. Many people have multiple fridges, right? Fridges, freezers, whatnot. So this is gonna be a power station specifically for your fridge. I think this is super cool. All right, number 1. Number 2, RV solar. One word, no gaps in between. RV solar is an affordable, customizable, accessible, user-friendly system for your RV, okay? Number 3, Pioneer Sodium or Pioneer NA, the world's first portable power station with sodium ion as its battery. It's gonna even look different in terms of color, of course, not the shape. We don't make it in circle. Okay, around, I should say. So why sodium ion? Because sodium ion is more cold resistant. Whether before the limit was the limit was actually 0 degrees Celsius or 32 Fahrenheit when it comes to charging. So you can't charge a power station when the ambient temperature is under 0 Celsius or 32 Fahrenheit. Okay, now we push this limit down to minus 20 or minus 15. Oh my God, I'm forgetting it now. I think it's minus 15 Celsius, all right? Which is someone converted to Fahrenheit before. If you guys can do it, minus 15 Celsius. So this is really, really cool for those of you guys who want to, you know, embark on a journey when it's super cold and you want to take something cold resistant with yourself. Okay, with you. RV solar, there we go. Yes, it would be amazing to have a power station just from a fridge. Exactly, that's what I was thinking. And it's like an elephant in the room, right? It should have been there a long time ago in the world in general, I think. Yeah, you're right away from science. The sodium ion will work down to minus 25 Celsius when it comes to using it in the cold. When it comes to charging, I think it's minus 15, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so yeah, fridge power. I am super excited about that one, fridge power. Okay, sodium power station shown here in Las Vegas last week, I believe. At RE Plus or Intersolar, what was it? I think it was RE Plus, right? We showed it in Berlin at IFA exhibition. Okay, so let's see. Example, I have 4 PV200 panels. I wouldn't mix them with panels that are different, BLUETTI models, or with panels from other manufacturers if I want to use all of them at the same time. So true. If you can, sorry, if you connect multiple solar panels in series, what does that mean? Means you connect them together and then the remaining 2 cords are connected to the power station. You want to use the same models. So if it's BLUETTI PV200, you connect it to other BLUETTI PV200 solar panels, RE+, okay? If, so I'm just responding to the comments. If it's BLUETTI PV200D, you connect it to other BLUETTI PV200D panels. Okay, yeah. So yeah, we couldn't go to RE Plus because we were in Berlin at during that time, but we had colleagues going. So, okay. William says, is that fridge one similar in technology to the LG solar system fridge? I honestly don't know about the LG solar system fridge, but I'll tell you what that one looks like. BLUETTI fridge power looks like, well, it kind of looks like it's just very tall, right? And it's very slim. In fact, it's as slim as your iPhone, right? So it's that slim. Oh, okay. Correction. It's a little bit wider. Okay, it's not as slim. It's a little bit wider, but it's very, very close. Okay. What about minus 20 Fahrenheit? I honestly don't know minus 20 Fahrenheit in Celsius, but I'll tell you that the power station that we invented, Pioneer Sodium, Pioneer NA, is the one that can work in the coldest environments. Okay, what BLUETTI setup can power a large 2-story home for 2 days during a blackout? So I feel like, you know, I'm having a math problem, you know, during the math class, right? So luckily, we don't have to calculate it here, but I'll tell you again, all you want to do is basically sum up all of your essentials that you're going to be running, okay? So we're talking about, well, first of all, fridge or multiple refrigerators, freezers, air conditioning or heating, depending on a season, if any is required. Maybe it just happens to be that the weather is wonderful. We don't need neither air conditioning nor heating. So that's great. So again, calculate all of your devices that you're going to be running. Also, you know, some smaller ones like your phones, tablets, desktop computers, TVs maybe, okay? And that's it. And I would just go for Apex 300 every single time. You can never go wrong because you can always add more batteries later. Okay, all right, got it. All right, next question. Yeah, Maggie's like, I didn't make those stickers for nothing. You better go through all of the questions faster. Okay. All right, cool. What is the maximum temperature that the solar panels can be under that you mentioned before? I don't really remember. I think it's something like 60 Celsius is like very high. And also they're water resistant, so you can just pour water on them to cool them down a little bit. Which BLUETTI, but yeah, it's controversial because you don't want to be pouring water on the other side of them because that one is also water resistant, but if you constantly expose them to water, you know, it's not good. Which BLUETTI can run my CPAP for 1 3 nights while camping? Okay, so very nice. question. First of all, we have a power station specifically for CPAP machines. You can check that one out. Second of all, again, all we have to do is take your output of that CPAP machine. We Googled yesterday. You know, a good new CPAP machine outputs something like 60 watts. Okay, according to what I found. Maybe you can correct me here. 60 watts with humidifier, right? So then take the battery capacity of the unit and divide it by 60 watts. And if you want to get more accurate numbers, you can also account for depth of discharge and inverter's efficiency. What is depth of discharge? For any electronic device that has a battery, there is such thing as DOD, or depth of discharge. So when the battery shows 0, it's actually not at 0. It's keeping something to itself, okay? It can be keeping 15% or 10% of the battery. For newer models, the depth of discharge for BLUETTI is 90%. So you still have 10% there, okay? So that's one. And number 2 is inverter's efficiency. We don't live in a perfect world where everything functions, you know, just seamlessly and smoothly. So inverter's efficiency is roughly 90% as well. So we take the battery capacity. For example, let's take Elite 200 V2, right? So we take 2073 watt hours. We multiply it by 0.9, which accounts for depth of discharge, 90%, right? We multiply it by, again, 0.9, which accounts for the inverter's efficiency. We get some number, and then we divide it by the output of the CPAP machine, right? So, and the number you get as an answer is the number of hours you can run it. So Elite V2 should be more than enough for that task. Okay, next question. Maggie, next question. Okay. All right. How does the warranty and service process work? Okay, that one we had to ask our customer support, right? Yeah, this is a big one because everybody wants to make sure that they are getting nice warranty. I don't see this question. Is it in Q&A? No. Oh yeah, I found it. Okay, so here's the answer, guys. All BLUETTI products come with a limited warranty. I don't like this word because it's a very long warranty, by the way. You know, not like... All right, so limited warranty starting from your purchase date. Okay, portable power stations have a warranty of 2 to 6 years. Home backup systems 4 to 5 years, and solar panels actually not about 1 year. So let me break it down. Portable power stations for some very small, very early models, I think it's 2 years, but then later for newer models it's around 5 to 6 years usually. 4, 5, 6. It depends on the model, okay? And home backup system, no, home backup system is not 4 to 5 years. Home backup system is up to 10 years. So yeah, of course, if we're talking about EP series, like, you know, for home installation, no, that one is 10 years for sure. And solar panels, 1 year. Okay. All right, let's see what Jozel says. To determine which BLUETTI model can run your CPAP for 1 to 3 nights while camping, we'll need to consider the battery capacity and your CPAP's power consumption. Here are some BLUETTI options that might suit your needs. Okay, wonderful. I am very happy to see that. However, EB55 is a little bit of an earlier model, so I would just consider later models, okay? Yeah. So this is how the warranty works. If you want, I think actually the answer, the question was more about how does it work. You email the customer support and they take care of all of it from there. Yeah. Okay, let's see next one. Do you think BLUETTI will ever be a home power company, like replacing our power that we are running now? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. But I believe that BLUETTI will be a reliable company to more and more people that provide that want to find a solution, an alternative solution to grid power, which is highly unreliable. Okay, how long does the battery last, and how can I extend its life? Okay, so anti-aging, life extension, very hot topic right now, right? Very interesting. How long does the battery last? So each battery is rated at a specific number of cycles. For earlier models, it's something like 2,500 charges and discharges or cycles. And for newer models, it's more like 6,000 cycles. But the question is, how often do we use the power station? Let's just agree on that probably no one will be using it every single day, no days off, for however many years, right? But let's say that's what we do. So we take 6,000, which is the number of cycles. Let me use my calculator. 6,000 and divide it by 365, which is the number of days in a year. What we have is 16.4. 16.4 years of runtime, even if you use your power station every single day, no days off at all, and you run one full cycle a day. You got 16.4 years, okay? This is for newer models. And then after 16.4 years, you will still have 80% of your battery capacity there. So basically the battery will be discharging faster than before, but you will still have solid amount of battery there. For instance, in my phone right now, the battery health is 75%, right? So that's lower than the battery health of the power station, after which it's considered to be like, used up. And has to use my phone. Okay, let's see. When BLUETTI will make a nuclear power station? Did somebody say the N-word? No, I don't think it's gonna happen. Come on, guys. Nuclear power for houses? Like, it's just, that sounds so funny. How many employees does BLUETTI have? In this office right here, we have 232 employees. We also have a research and development in another office. I don't know how many we have there. I think we have a lot because we have like 5 floors there. So, okay. So next question, Maggie. Oh, how can I extend its life? So basically, our power stations are very low maintenance, which is a good word, right? It means they require no maintenance or very, very little maintenance. So all you have to do is when you store them, don't store them discharged. I see this mistake happen with, I think I see this mistake made by many people with any electronic devices, right? Maybe you bought a new watch, like a smartwatch. You don't want to leave your old watch discharged because at 0 of battery, because later you will have problems with the battery, okay? So when you store it, please charge it to like 50% or so, and then store it in a nice place, okay? Not too cold, not too hot. So just some common sense will really do wonders. Okay, next question.
Oh, it's time for a giveaway.
Yeah, next question. Oh, giveaway time, right?
Yeah.
Let's go for it. Okay. Yes, Josel, definitely Apex 300. Okay, let's go. And multiple batteries. B300K batteries. Let's go. 5-second countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
$2,000 BLUETTI bucks.
Okay, 2,000 BLUETTI bucks.
Yeah.
Doria! Congratulations! All right. Okay.
Yay.
One winner?
Yeah, one more winner.
Okay, cool. So congratulations, Donia. Remember to email us to livestream@bluetti.com and send us your BLUETTI's account email so we can deposit the BLUETTI bucks to your account.
Yes.
Now we have the second winner.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see who it is. Happy Maddie! Congratulations! You just won 2,000 BLUETTI bucks. There we go. Okay, let's read some comments.
Yeah.
Especially in a country that wants to move away from its national power supplier, even though we had not a lot. We had not a lot of load shedding. Most South Africans want to own its own power supply due to price. Yeah, I know you guys have it very hard there. Solar alone can be a replacement for grid, as you have to figure out how to use it when the sun isn't out. It's better than just a gas generator, as solar means you need less gas. True. Okay, so do BLUETTI units ever surge or drop out over long use? That one I had to ask. My intuitive answer was nah, of course not. This is gonna be fine. But actually, it's not the case. And the customer support told me, well, Tim, in actual long-term use, battery voltage imbalance may occur, resulting in performance degradation. But please don't tell customer. I'm just kidding. Regular battery charging and discharging maintenance can extend the battery life. So I feel like this answer is too professional. I don't actually know what it means. In actual long-term use, okay, well, all right. That's like what we buy power stations for, right? Actual long-term use. Battery voltage imbalance may occur. May occur. What does that mean? Does that mean it will occur? Does it mean it may occur? Okay, it may occur. It may not occur, resulting in performance degradation. Okay. However, regular battery charging and discharging maintenance can extend the battery life. I feel like if you just use it, you just charge it and discharge regularly, just like naturally. So, yeah, I really don't know the answer. I really don't understand the answer, to be honest with you. Okay, so next question. If the battery goes to 0, right? Okay. Hey everyone, hey Paul, how's it going? Okay, so Megan, next question.
Okay.
All right. What can I do with the BLUETTI app? Okay.
A lot of people ask that.
I mean, ask Jerry. He's the app manager. What can you do? A lot of things you can do there, guys. Let me try to tell you kind of what is there without overwhelming you. First of all, let me show you our app. So our app is actually very cool. I like it a lot. It's a dark mode. You also have a light mode there. So I like dark mode more. It looks more techy. This is what the app looks like. Very nice, very neat. We have my devices there. We have a lot of stuff there. So what is this? What is the app? All right. First of all, do you need an app to use a power station? No, you don't. You can use your power station without an app. Okay. So what do you need an app for? Number one, firmware upgrades. You know how with early models like EB55, EB70, EB70S, we don't have app control, so there is no firmware upgrades available, right? But here there are firmware upgrades for the power station, not for the app. I mean, for the app too, but that's software. So yeah, first of all, firmware upgrades. Number two, just more options. You know, remote control. You don't have to be next to it to click the buttons. Can be, you know, 30 meters away. Oh, sorry, 30 feet away, 10 meters away. With Bluetooth, right? With Wi-Fi, you can be anywhere. So a lot of cool stuff there. Just this question is, the scale of this question is too big, but short answer is a lot of cool stuff. It's not necessary, but it's fun. Okay, next question.
Okay.
Ralph says, different battery technologies have different life cycles and power profiles. True. Can I program it to shut off automatically after a set time? Yes. Program is a big word, really, because honestly, we have this thing called eco mode. So basically what it is you can set the shutdown time 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 or 4 hours. If there is no load or very low load, it will shut down automatically in 1, 2, 3 or 4 hours, depending on how you set it. If you wanted to toggle the default settings and change it to something more custom, you can also do this. You can set the amount of watts that you consider to be a low load. So yeah, you can do this seamlessly. Again, program is a big word. You can just like a couple of clicks in the app and it's done. Okay, next question. Whenever I need to use the on-screen menu on a power station, I have to have the manual to navigate. The app makes everything easier. There we go. What do I need to keep my essentials running during a power outage? I mean, what do I need to keep my essentials running during a power outage? You need to have an alternative source of power, okay? Before it would be a gas generator, now it's just not the best option. Now the best option is a power station. We believe it's the BLUETTI portable power stations. I would go for something expandable because if you happen to calculate your power needs incorrectly, or if your power needs grow later, okay, or maybe shrink, then you would better get something that is expandable, right? Customizable. So that is Apex 300, this one right here. Why? Because you can just start with one unit alone. You don't even need this. You don't even need this battery. However, when you want more battery capacity, just add more batteries. As simple as that. Okay? And you can connect up to 6 batteries to one unit. So a lot of power. Plus, you can connect 3 units together. All right? Okay, cool. Next question.
Oh, this is the final question.
Oh, this is the final question?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we answer it. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So our final giveaway is about it's about the question we selected from our participants from the event What's on Your Mind. And like I just said before, the final giveaway would be like two person of 3,000 BLUETTI bucks and one Elite 30 V2.
Okay.
And
Great.
for other participants who don't win the giveaways, we will also give you 1,000 BLUETTI bucks per person.
All right. Cool, cool. How do we do it?
Oh, I just
figure?
selected the list. So we just spin the wheel, and then for those people who won't be selected on the wheel, and then I will give them 1,000 BLUETTI bucks. Yeah.
Can BLUETTI put a price match? Matching is a pricing strategy where a company agrees to match a lower advertised price from a competitor for an identical product. Well, again, the boring answer is I don't know, but I don't think so, because like if you think about it, no power stations are really identical. So we have different companies, different no two power stations are completely identical if you're talking about competitors. So yeah, and that would be, I don't know, that would be really complex if you think about it. Yeah. So okay, let's do the giveaway.
Okay.
Or yeah, what's on your mind?
Yeah,
Have you noticed how what is spelled? What's on your mind?
Yeah, this is our
Such a nice
event
pickup
name.
line. Hey, what's on your mind? Okay.
So there are 27 people on the list.
So those are the users that ask those wonderful questions, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right, cool. Let's go for it.
Yeah, so we're gonna spin 3 times.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay, the very
Let's
first
go.
one. Let's go for it.
Q&A. All right.
This user is from Instagram.
Beth DeMauro, congratulations.
Congratulations.
All right. What did you win?
3,000 BLUETTI bucks.
3,000 BLUETTI bucks. Oh my God, $30, by the way.
Yeah, remember to email us.
Yeah, remember to email us to livestream@bluetti.com so we can deposit the BLUETTI bucks on your account. Len, this list is for people who participated in the Q&A session.
Yeah.
I mean, before, not during the live stream, before the question that we showed on the sticker. So don't worry about it. No one's there. Okay. Next giveaway.
Okay. Also 3,000 BLUETTI
Yeah,
bucks.
also 3,000 BLUETTI bucks.
Really? So close. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. @_crunch71. Congratulations.
From Instagram. Yeah, congratulations.
From Instagram, right?
Yeah, from Instagram.
Okay. So, all right. Next.
Okay, the wonderful Elite 30 V2.
Okay, Elite 30 V2 giveaway.
Yeah, I gonna shuffle.
Hey, yeah. Shuffle, shuffle. Let's go.
Okay, let's go for it.
Yeah. This is the giveaway for people who ask questions before, for a Q&A. So don't worry, guys. You know that.
Also from Instagram.
Yeah, CBF Detection. Oh, congratulations.
Okay. Congratulations. You just won the Elite 30 V2.
You won Elite 30 V2.
Yay.
Yeah, guys, you don't recognize these names. I know, because those are the usernames for people who ask questions here. That was before, so don't worry about it.
And for those people who is on the list, but don't win the 3,000 BLUETTI bucks and Elite 30 V2, no worries. We will still send you 1,000 BLUETTI bucks. So remember to email us and with your BLUETTI account.
I'm just like, I'm almost sure that people just don't watch. Like, people who ask those questions, they don't watch this live, they don't know. So, okay. Okay, that's funny. How much is 1,000 BLUETTI bucks? $10.
Yeah, $10.
Yeah. Now, as far as I know, you can't just exchange them like that. But you know, it will save you $10. Okay. Congratulations, everyone. I'll see you guys next time soon. Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday on our website.
Sunday on our website, BLUETTIpower.com. Okay? And I'll see you guys there. Have fun. Remember to email us if you want the giveaway. All right? Yeah. Again, the email address, I'll say it one more time. It's livestream@BLUETTI.com. Okay? Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Have fun. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.